What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. Welcome to the most diabolical roundabout on earth in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. This right here has to be one of the dumbest roundabouts you're ever going to see. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, it's insane. Let me just show you guys what exactly happens at this roundabout. So it's like a half moon roundabout. It's not a full roundabout. You can't go all the way around it. So if you're trying to go around it, you actually have to go to the left. Check this out, guys. It's a half moon roundabout with a roundabout for pedestrians. So even if you're a pedestrian, you also have to go through the roundabout. So I'll show you guys what makes this roundabout so horrible here in Lakewood Ranch. Notice how almost nobody stops at the stop sign. But you'll see that it's a roundabout, so people don't stop at the stop sign because after all, if it's a roundabout, why do you need a stop sign, right? You can see how the sidewalk here has been destroyed. And that's because if a large vehicle is coming here, right, you're in the turning lane. So any large vehicle that's in the turning lane doesn't have enough radius to turn this way. So if it's a large vehicle, it's likely going to hit the curb. And you can see how vehicles have even scratched not only the curb, but like the tree on the side of the curb's been scratched. So that's why pretty much this whole sidewalk right here is destroyed just from large vehicles coming onto this area here. Now you figure when you make that turn, it's a 2-lane road, but when you get here, you can either turn that way or this way, right? So all the large vehicles have pretty much destroyed the sidewalk here trying to make this turn. But it gets worse than that. So anybody making this turn here in a large vehicle will most likely hit the curb here. And anybody on the opposite way, anybody making that turn there in a large vehicle will end up hitting the curb. In fact, you can see how the curb is scratched from so many cars hitting it on the other end. Like there's literally an entire chunk. Oh, look at these two. There's literally like an entire chunk of concrete missing on the corner here. It's so bad when you're making this turn in a large vehicle, you practically can't see, you can't see the curvature. Like if you're in a small car, like this person here in a small car, they'll be able to see the curvature on the road. But if any like larger vehicles trying to make this turn, they can't see the curvature. That's why you can see here, there's even tire marks up here from the amount of vehicles that have missed this turn. So what's crazy about this intersection is if you look carefully, you'll see how larger vehicles have veered as much as this far off of you can't see it. And this person here, they're in a taller vehicle. Literally a tall vehicle cannot see the curvature when they take that turn. And you figure you're on that side of the car and you're making the sharp right turn, you can't see the curvature of the road. So what happens is like on a daily basis, hundreds of people will drive off the road in this roundabout from over here already. So already from here, they can't, you see the angle it comes at? So already from here, you've seen the tire tracks where people have, if they're in a large vehicle, they won't be able to see where the turn is. Like right here, it's broken from cars driving on it. And then right here, you can see there's like an entire 6-inch segment that is just completely gone from cars running into it. So it literally makes no sense. You can see here practically, there's like a 6-inch section missing here. And you can just see all the tire marks going up as far as that way from all the cars that have missed this curb. And then there's a spot over here where so many cars have hit it that it's kind of like just patted it down. Like this person in the large SUV, she may or may not be able to see it. We'll find out. Look how she had to slow down. She can't see where she's going. She's got to slow down. You'll see people just circling that parking lot trying to figure out once they get in how they get out. Because if you pull into that parking lot, to get out, you would literally have to come over here as if you were heading southbound. So if you're leaving this parking lot heading northbound, you're most likely going to struggle with the notion. You have to figure out that you have to go back into the roundabout or the half moon roundabout. Look at these pedestrians here. They're like scared to cross. All right, now we have a bicyclist in the mix, and he's good. He's on the east sidewalk. Okay. You go right through it. All right. Some people stop. Most people don't because after all, it is a roundabout. So this one's got both lanes right here. He stopped in the middle of both lanes. Okay. No, now he stopped again. Okay. All right. Very entertaining. So here's a roundabout where I guess in theory you could, if you could make that turn, you could go both ways on this roundabout. On the roundabout, there's no right turn here, because they've literally had to put this sign here letting you know that you can't make a right turn, because a lot of people enter the roundabout and they figure they can go to the left instead of the right. But when they get here, they find out that it dead ends into a parking lot. So they've had to put up a sign letting people know that you can't make this right turn right here. In fact, they've even had to put rocks here to prevent people from forcing this right turn. So if you look at this intersection, a lot of people end up here and they're like, well, what do I do now, right? I don't want to go into this parking lot. So they try to turn this way. So what they've done is they've had to put rocks here. And in fact, you can see there's even car carts here from people who've ended up on this side of the roundabout trying to figure out how to get over here. Because people will literally come into the roundabout and think they can keep going around or whatever. So they've had to put rocks here to prevent people from doing what that sign doesn't want you to do. So you can actually see here, though, how the sidewalks all shoot up, because a lot of people do end up here, but then they realize that they're accidentally going into a Publix parking lot. It's really hard to figure this out. If you're leaving this parking lot, you have two options now. You can go this way to that stop sign, or wait, you can keep going to that stop sign over there. You have two options if you're leaving this parking lot that will take you to the same exact place. So peep this, guys. Let's say you are in this parking lot, right? And you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of it? There are two ways to get out. You can go straight. If you can make a right. You can't. There's no wrong turn here. You can go this way to go that way, but you can go this way to go that way. Does that make any sense? Okay. You're in this parking lot. If you're going that way, you can actually go this way. But if you're going that way, you can do it either way. Okay, so let's say you're leaving this shopping plaza here and you want to go that way. You can go there, or you can go there. Now, let's say you're leaving this parking lot and you're heading that way. You can also, peep this out, get in that lane, go to that stop sign, go around the roundabout, and go that way. So if you're exiting this parking lot, it seems like all directions head southbound. So the confusing thing about this parking lot is, if you're stuck in this parking lot and you're trying to exit it, it looks like all the exits are heading southbound. So what happens is, if somebody's trying to go northbound out of this parking lot, they'll figure, well, there's no way out. And again, that's University down there, so you don't want to get caught in University during midday traffic, right? So what happens is that people that are trying to leave this parking lot, when they look at this thing, they're like, well, every exit leads southbound, so they just keep driving in the parking lot in circles, trying to figure out how they can go northbound. But what is interesting is that if they were to go southbound, it doesn't matter if you go left or right here. Either one of these stop signs have the same exact purpose. Now, in theory, if this was a real roundabout, you could eliminate this stop sign and you could eliminate that stop sign. So none of it makes sense. Whoever designed this needs help. They need to repent for what they've done to society. The first time you enter this parking lot for this Publix, you may ask yourself, how the crap do I get out? There's no way out of this parking lot except going southbound. But if you go southbound, it doesn't matter if you go left or right, because both will bring you. You can enter the roundabout from the south, or you can enter the roundabout from the north. Now, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a roundabout? I guess it does. And it also defeats the purpose of a stop sign, because nobody stops, because it's a roundabout. I don't know what this is called, but you'll see some people, like this person here, they left the parking lot and they're going northbound, I guess. We'll see which way they're going. Yeah, they're going northbound, but he could have just as well gone that way, hit that stop sign, and gone around and hit it this way. So what is the point of having two stop signs that do practically the same exact operation? Be able to, like this truck right here, see him? There he goes. Yeah, you hit it. There you go. Good job. You hit the curb. You can't see it if you're in a pickup truck, basically. If you're in a pickup truck, you cannot see this curb. Like, you're going to hit it. just like that guy did. Okay, the bicyclist. Oh, so the sidewalk goes that way, but it doesn't turn this way. So the person on the bicycle has to take his bicycle off into the road to go this way. Right? He could have figured out to go through here, but then if he did that, everybody's blowing the stop sign. So he figured he's better off doing that. So yeah, nothing at this intersection makes any sense whatsoever. To this person, like, see how she's slowing down? Like, she can't see it. She's trying to figure out where it's at. Literally, if the road just kept going and they had a stop sign, you would only need 2 stop signs for this entire intersection. That now has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 stop signs. And he hits the curb. Rode it a little bit right there. Yeah, buddy. Just about any large vehicle is going to hit the curb. Oh, he managed it. There he goes. That's pretty good with a trailer. How fast this guy's going through the intersection. He's just flying. Oh, no. He's like looking over the steering wheel now. Going a little too fast there. That's a stop sign. You're going to have... This is like old person just flying in that brand new Lexus, dude. Like in a... What are you... Are you late to like a colonoscopy? You got to do it here with the curb. Oh, he got it. Can you imagine entering this intersection in a motorcycle? That's got to be terrifying. At least the person on the motorcycle can see the curb. Look at how fast this Toyota's going. He is in the Toyota 500. $500 budget. This one stopped right here. He don't know what he's doing. He stopped. He can't figure it out. Where's the road? He had to stop right there. He's like, I can't see where the road's at. This one just, he couldn't find it. He was like, where's the road? He literally came to a stop right there. Like, is there supposed to be a stop sign here or what? Like, you'll have some people that will approach this intersection and then they'll like stop right there, like confused because they can't see where the road's at, basically. In fact, this roundabout is so confusing that there's actually a giant sign here explaining to people how they can work the roundabout, except for when you approach this intersection, you're so confused that you're not going to have time to look at the sign.